How's it going, guys? For our next tier list that I'm doing today is all the Marvel movies from the MCU universe. It took some time to rearrange their little movie lists, so I put them all in the order of when they were released. So let's get to it. The very first Iron Man. God, I remember when that came out. Iron Man was extremely good. It was well put together for how mechanical the suit is and everything. How they all started from scratch with the movies. After some failed previous movies with the Fantastic Four and all the other crap. The first Iron Man was amazing. I will put it up there. It was what kicked off the MCU. The Incredible Hulk was bad altogether. There was nothing good about the Incredible Hulk. The Hulk movie was even horrible. The standalone Hulk movies were so bad, but when it comes together with the Avengers, the Hulk movies are out of this world and superb. Like, there's nothing else I can say about that. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 was pretty good. It wasn't one of my favorite ones. Actually, I'll put it on likable. I've seen it so many times that it just became a likable movie to me. Pretty much he thought that nobody else could make his suit, his technology, but was proven wrong. And of course, bad guys, you know. The very first Thor movie was fantastic. I really like Thor. I'm putting it under good. Thor is hands down one of my favorite Marvel characters in the MCU. And comic book wise, it has to be Spiderman all the way. But again, Thor is going to be in a good spot. And then we got Captain America. I can't remember the full title. Captain America, the First Avenger. That's right. I'm putting it under not very good. I didn't like Captain America. I don't like Captain America. I find Captain America extremely boring as a character. Like, there was a couple good points on Captain America. Don't get me wrong. He's not all bad together. But he is one of my least favorite out of all of the MCU characters. But then you have the Avengers, which was good. The Avengers was good. It's not going to be amazing. Actually, yeah, it's going to be amazing. I changed my mind. The Avengers kicked off their group. They were extremely funny. They did not get along with each other at first. And then all the nonsense started happening, and they had to force themselves into a team, and then they're like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Let's keep this a thing. That's pretty much how it goes in the Avengers. But the graphics, all of the action, it's everything put into one movie that you really want to see in a Marvel movie. Hands down, fantastic. Then you got Iron Man 3. which is also going to be under likable. Iron Man 3 is after the Avengers. How Tony Stark has PTSD after going through the wormhole. And he's overcome by that, and he is still self-centered, like always. The only thing that I really cared for was the transformation of Pepper Potts at the end. Then we got Thor, the Dark World, which was pretty good, and it seems like Thor is on a rampage on this. Thor, the Dark World, is all the Dark Elves who wants to take one of the Infinity Stones that we find out is an Infinity Stone later and extinguish light. So there could be nothing but darkness, aka it's why they're called the Dark Elves. Yep. And then we got Captain America the Winter Soldier, which was likable. It was one of the Captain America movies that I actually tolerated. I thought it was funny. And Bucky finally shows up to play. And the Winter Soldier is by far one of the coolest aspects of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then you got Guardians of the Galaxy, which was amazing. It's hilarious. It's got all the good music. I love their music on Guardians of the Galaxy. Rocket and Groot. And then you got Drax, who is very, very, very funny. And then you got Peter Quill. Quill? Yeah, Peter Quill. I feel like I'm not saying that right. Oh well. And Gamora, of course. And they were just funny altogether. You find the team in the strangest places, the strangest allies. And I just think Guardians of the Galaxy is overall fantastic. And then you got Avengers Age of Ultron, which was likable. It was the second Avengers movie. It had Quicksilver and what's her name? Oh, why can't I remember her name? Scarlet Witch. And those two were finally introduced, and of course you have Vision appearing in here, and you finally get, well, the Hawk finally leaves, but as I said in the title, there's going to be spoiler alerts if you guys have not seen all the Marvel movies. And I apologize for yawning so much. I don't know why I'm doing that. I got enough sleep. You got Ant-Man, which is another hilarious movie. Ant-Man has to be an amazing. I almost put it on good because it was right there in between amazing and good. But he is by far hilarious. You got these two movies, and you always gotta go with the humor in almost everything. Just like Iron Man, there is a lot of humor in that one. There's a lot of humor in Avengers. You got humor all the way around in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But these ones take the cake. Let's see what's next. Captain America Civil War. Okay, this will be the only Captain America movie that I will find amazing. It introduced Spiderman. It introduced Black Panther. You have Bucky on your team. You have Ant-Man. You have Black Widow. You have Hawkeye and all the other Avengers going head to head with each other. Falcon. You have just a lot in here, and it was fantastic all the way around. Like, I think Civil War may be my second favorite movie in the MCU. And then you got Doctor Strange, which was nope. It was good. Doctor Strange was good. I really like Doctor Strange. He is also extremely funny. Ignore the phone in the background. It's highly annoying. But Doctor Strange is classified under good. And you got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which was also hilarious, and it's going to be classified under the amazing list, like every other Guardians of the Galaxy, even the future one that's going to be coming out soon, which is going to be with Thor, of course. As I said, funny, good music, etc., etc. Then you got Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Spider-Man movie shown, which will be put under good. Yeah, Spider-Man is my favorite character, but they could have done more with Spider-Man Homecoming. A lot more. Like, how did he get his powers? And they could have gone through that again. Where was he when he got it? Etc., etc. Like, there's a lot that you have to do since you're making Spider-Man again. But Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, in my opinion. Andrew Garfield was pretty good, and I really liked him too. And then you got Tobey Maguire. I did not like Tobey Maguire at all. I find the original Spider-Man, yes, I grew up with it, outclassed by a lot. Then you got Thor Ragnarok, which was not very good to me. Yes, it was funny. Yes, it was colorful. But again, I did not like Thor Ragnarok. I can't even explain why and why not. And, oh yeah, I can. Why I don't like it? It was too boring. Why I liked it? It's Thor and Loki. And the Hulk, of course. But Thor unlocked some new hidden ability and everything, which was pretty cool. But he lost his hammer, which was sad. And then you got Black Panther, which was actually amazing. Black Panther is my third favorite hero. And then it goes Iron Man. But Black Panther just went into depth of his powers a lot. And how the kings were made inside of Uganda. His suit's pretty cool as well. I like his suit. Avengers Infinity War was pretty good. I really liked Infinity War. But it does not need to be on the amazing list for a lot of heartbroken scenes. Yes, it was building up to that, but Groot did not need to die, nor did Spider-Man. He did not need to be turned to dust. I'm kidding. Infinity War to me was good because I think that there could have been more to it. and they probably, I think they took out a lot, but there just needed to be some, I don't know how to put it, honestly. I think they should have added more to the beginning. Like, Tony calling Rogers, and then things going to Crepoli, or Doctor Strange teleporting to Steve Rogers and taking Steve Rogers and getting some help. Like, there could have been some scenarios, but I saw what they were going there. And then the whole thing was just really good throughout the entire movie. I just think there should have been more in the beginning, if you know what I mean. Ant-Man and Wasp, not very good. I thought it was going to be okay. Ant-Man was funny. It was funny, but there was enough concept to be put in there. Yes, he's got to go to an alternate dimension to save this ghost character and everything, and then what? And then he goes, 20 feet tall, 24. I can't remember how tall he went. But yeah, it was kind of funny. It was alright, but it's not one of my likable movies per se. Captain Marvel was likable. It could have been, well, she should have came into the MCU a little earlier into the MCU universe, like around pre-Infinity Wars. She should have came in during that, because all you see is a flash at the end with Nick Fury calling for Captain Marvel, which could have happened pre that and gotten some help. Like, Captain Marvel is one of the fastest characters inside the MCU. Thanos would have been taken down faster and everything, but I guess they wanted to leave up to Endgame. And speaking of Endgame, here is Endgame. Endgame was amazing altogether. Yes, it was slow in the beginning, but it picked up faster and faster and faster right away. And then Thanos was left to dust again. It was the second time he's just been killed. He killed him twice in the same movie. And then you got Spider-Man Far From Home, which was freaking amazing. Mysterio is one of my favorite villains on the MCU. Or not the MCU, and Spider-Man in general. I will never take anything away from Spider-Man Far From Home, and I can't wait for the sequel to it. I'm hoping Rhino would be in there. Or, I don't know, Shocker? Shocker would be cool. Green Goblin and Hobgoblin, too. We've got a bunch of different combinations and everything that's worth in Spider-Man, and to see where they're going to the MCU since the Endgame. This is part 1 of it. And then you got Black Widow coming out. You have the Spider-Man sequel. You have Guardians of the Galaxy. You got another Doctor Strange coming out soon. But we need to see where we're going to stand with the MCU. If it's going to be the same pretty much. If what they're saying is true about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as an AI instead. Because I know they want him back. Just he should be an AI system. Or have little cameos where he comes in as a hologram or something. They need to bring Vision back, because Vision does come back after that. If he dies, he comes back as White Vision or something. I can't remember. But I'd like to see where they go from here, who the next villain is. Because you got the Eternals coming too, so there's got to be something from that. But leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell for me, please. And the next one will be either, just let me know, between these ones. If you don't let me know within the weekend, because I'm not going to do videos on the weekend, it'll be between either A, Futurama, B, Harry Potter character list, or C, let's say Pixar. A Pixar movie list. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Just let me know what you guys think of the tier list. If there's anything that would be changed around or whatever. After that, have a good weekend, guys. Bye.